For testing the microbiological parameter of the water sample in terms of E. coli coliform, we can use the Preeporn E. coli coliform couplage, which is a sample-ready culture medium system which contains modified violet red bar nutrients, a co-water-soluble gelling agent, and indicator of glucuronidase activity, 5-bromo-4-chloro-3-indoyl deglucuronide or BCIG, and a tetrasodium indicator that facilitates colony enumeration. Preeporn E. coli coliform couplets are used for the enumeration of Escherichia or E. coli and coliforms in food and beverage industry. The United States Food and Drug Administration FDA Bacteriological Analytical Manual or BAM define coliforms as gram-negative rods which produce acid and gas from lactose fermentation. Most E. coli, about 97%, produce beta-glucuronidase, which produce a blue precipitate associated with the colony, indicated by blue to red-blue colonies. The top film trap gas produced by the lactose fermenting coliforms and E. coli. About 95% of E. coli produce gas, as indicated by colony associated with entrapped gas within approximately 1 colony diameter. Blue colonies without gas are not counted as E. coli. Other coliform colonies are red and closely associated with entrapped gas. The total coliform count consisted of both the red and blue colonies associated with gas. Most E. coli 0157 strains are atypical. For example, they are glucuronidase negative. They will not produce a blue color and will not be detected by Preeporn E. coli coliform couplets. For the test procedure of the Preeporn E. coli coliform couplets, let's start at the inoculation step. First, place the Preeporn on flat level surface, lift the top film, and with the electronic pipetter or equivalent holder perpendicular to plate, dispense or take 1 ml of sample suspension onto center of the bottom film. Next, roll the top film down onto sample gently to prevent pushing sample off film and to avoid entrapping air bubbles. Do not let top film drop. Then, with flat down, place the Preeporn spreader on the center of the Preeporn couplet. Place firmly on the center of the spreader to distribute the sample evenly. Do not slide the spreader across the top film. Remove the spreader and leave the plate undisturbed for 1 minute to permit the gel to form. Then incubation step. Incubate the Preeporn of the E. coli coliform complex with clear side up in stack of up to 20, it may be necessary to humidify incubator to minimize moisture loss. For the interpretation, the pretty-film E. coli coliform complex can be caught using the plate leader on a standard colony counter or other illuminated magnifier. Colony may be isolated for further identification. Lift top film and pick the colony from the gel. For interpretation of pretty film E. coli coliform couplet, for the bubbles, the illustration above show examples of various bubble patterns associated with gas-producing colony. All should be enumerated. Figure 1. E. coli count equal to 49 as a blue colony with gas. Total coliform count equal to 87 as the red and blue colonies with gas. Figure 2. The total coliform count equal to 3 as red colonies with gas. Food particles are irregularly shaped and are not associated with gas bubbles. Figure 3. Estimated total coliform count equal to 150. The recommended counting limit on pretty film E. coli coliform complex is 150 colonies. Bubble patterns may vary. Gas may disrupt the colony so that the colony outlies the bubble. The artifact bubble may result from improper inoculation or from trapped air within the sample. They are irregularly shaped and are not associated with the colony. For more accurate count, further dilution of the sample may be necessary. Figure 4 shows the no growth. Notice the changes in gel color in this figure. As the colony or coliform count increases, the color of gel turns to dark red or purple blue. Background bubbles are a characteristic of the gel and are not a result of E. coli or coliform growth. Figure 5. Total coliform count is as too numerous to count or TNTC. The pretty film E. coli coliform complex with colonies that are too numerous to count have one or more of following characteristics: many small colonies, many gas bubbles, and a deepening of the gel color from red to purple blue. For a more accurate count, further dilution of the sample may be necessary.